Hey guys, remember a few months ago when I made the video ranking JToH subrealms from bad to good? And you guys flamed me in the comments for my awful opinions? Well, I thought I'd bring that back and do it a little differently today. Today, we're gonna be ranking the zones instead of the subrealms. And I don't know, bro. This is just my opinion. If you guys don't like my opinion, make sure to leave it in the comments and tell me everything that's wrong about this list. But be kind, chat. Last time it low-key hurt my feelings. And there are no tears on this YouTube channel. Alright, facts. So I'm gonna stop yapping and we're gonna get into the video. You know how this works. Alright, so at last place, we got Zone 1. I don't care who you are, bro. You are not hopping on Zone 1 with the homies and saying, yeah, guys, let's beat Tower of Ultimately Terrifying. Shut up! That never happens. Zone 1's not good, but I feel like the general consensus among the community is that Zone 1 isn't good, and there's not really any hiding that. The lobby is basic, and it sucks, and, you know, it is what it is. It might be one of the worst areas in the game, I can't lie. I guess some of the towers are alright, like tower thinning layers. Personally, I like it, even though it's technically pretty lazy, but it's fun to speedrun. I don't know, bro, that's just me. In 7th place, we got Zone 5. Now, to me, this ring was a massive disappointment. I thought that it was gonna be really good, and then I played it and I was like, oh, it has some terrible towers like Tower of Unhealthy Escalation and Tower of Horrifying Experiences. I know that might be a hot take. I don't like that tower. It scares me. And it also has other towers that are just insanely laggy on some devices, like Tower of Brutal and Bizarre Torment, and frankly, bro, nobody's trying to play that tower. And it also has some other towers that probably shouldn't have gotten the game, like, I don't know, Tower of Guided Trials, Tower of Zany Architecture. I feel like the entire tower selection process for that zone was just completely screwed. I feel like there were a ton of better options that Juke and her staff team could have chose, but instead they decided to go with the stupid ones that everybody was advising against, and therefore, Zone 5 was bound to rank pretty low on my list. Yeah, it's pretty stupid. So, now you know I'm not the biggest Zone 5 fan. In fact, I don't like it at all. We're gonna grind some gears with the next one, okay? We're gonna make some people a little bit mad, because I know for a fact that a lot of people love Zone 2. But for me, bro, it's just not doing it, bro. What the flip is Tower of Dreams and Caverns doing, bro? What is that? Tower slipping and sliding, bro. What are you doing? It's going up! Yeah, let's make an ice tower. Whose idea was that? That's a terrible idea. Like, an awful idea. But yeah, it's just those towers. I don't like those towers. Everything else is chill, I guess. And the lobby's pretty iconic. I cannot lie. Like, the lobby is probably one of my favorite JToH lobbies. It just feels so homey. I don't know. But yeah, I hate Tosas and Tower of Dreams and Caverns. Those towers are some of the worst towers of all time. Alright, that might be a little extreme, but they suck. Next up, I have another controversial one. But just so you know, this entire list is bound to get everybody mad. But in number 5 spot, I have Zone 8. That's right. The newest one as of when I'm recording this video. That's right, Zone 9 has not released. That's pretty crazy. But Zone 8, for me, bro, nah. All the towers, especially on release, bro, they were buggy. And I was not trying to play it. I still have not beaten TOATD, which is like the Tetris tower, because I keep getting bugged every time I try to play the tower. And JToH just decides that I'm not gonna fix the bug that's in the stupid freaking game. And it makes me mad because every time I try to play it, I think, oh, you know, maybe today, this will be the day that I finally beat it. And, you know, maybe it'll be actually fun this time. And I'm not gonna hate myself afterwards. But no! I get proven wrong every single time, and I hate myself even more afterwards. So yeah, that's why Zone 8's here. It's completely for personal reasons, and also I hate Todai, and I'm never gonna beat it. So yeah, other than that, it's a really mid zone. Number 5 out of 8 is where I believe it belongs. Now, number 4. You're halfway done. Wow, this video is actually going by a little quicker than I expected. If you're enjoying it, leave a like on the video and subscribe to the Mango Kinda Cool YouTube channel. All right, my number 4 pick is Zone 3. That's right, it's the break zone. Why did they need a break zone 3 areas in? I don't know. But the rings also did that, so I guess the zones have to do that. I think that the lobby is really cool on this zone. I think Zone 2 and Zone 3 probably have my favorite lobbies in the game. I think they just look awesome. And Zone 3, it can kind of be forgettable, and you typically don't revisit it a lot, but there wasn't really anything offensive about it. I guess there's probably a few crappy towers, like the one intense tower, the green one and the purple one. It's pretty butt. And TOIO, that's pretty butt. But it's not like the end of the world, you know? It's not as offensive as Tower of Slipping and Sliding, per se. So yeah, I feel indifferent about Zone 3. I guess I like it a little more than I dislike it, though. So that's all I gotta say about that one. Now, we are entering the podium. These 3 areas that I'm about to mention are the best 3 zones in JToH. In the entire game. I just wanted to let you know, bro. The best zones in the entire game are coming up. Okay? At number 3, we have Zone 7. That's right. Zone 7 is famous for me because it has awesome towers, such as Tower Fractured Memories and Tower of Jazz. No, Tower of Jazz sucks, but everything else is pretty good. I guess Tower of White Space is also pretty mediocre, but I like everything else. I really do. I think Zone 7 is pretty good for modern JToH. I've never really been the biggest fan of you know, modern towers and the whole modern JToH shtick, but you know, if you're gonna do it, at least do it right, and I think Zone 7 does it right. And I also really like the lobby, like the theme, the asteroid belt idea. It sounds so simple, but it looks really cool. I think so, personally, because all the other rings are kind of like just like planets, you know. We're hopping on another planet. Cool, wow, it's so fun. But being in space is something different about it, bro. It's just cool. I like it. Next up, we got Zone 6. That is our number 2 spot, baby. Zone 6. This one is themed after Mars, and it's pretty cool. Fun fact, I also shot a decent majority of JToH All Day's music video here. You know JToH All Day. It's a song that goes, JToH All Day, JToH All Day, JToH All Day. Okay, I'll shut up. But yeah, Zone 6 brings back memories. I remember when it was released. I really like the soul-crushing towers in this area. Tower of Micromanagement is super fun. I don't even know if it's a tower though, like being honest. And then Tower of the Dripping Amalgam is also super awesome. Love that tower. The rest of the towers are super good. The Remorseless towers, in my opinion, it's probably like the best set of Remorseless towers in any ring. It's in the entire game. Zone 6 definitely has the best Remorseless towers. The Citadel is super unique, really funny. I think all of the towers are really good. Maybe except for the intermediate towers and Tower of Rock Climbing. I don't really like those as much as the rest of the ring. I know that might be a hot take, but I don't give a shit. But that's my opinion on Zone 6. I really like it. And just because I said those towers, like the intermediate towers or whatever, they're not up to the quality of the other ones, that doesn't mean I don't like them. No, I still like them, and I still think they'd probably be very good towers in like any other ring. But because it's Zone 6 and I like every other tower that much, those are the ones that kind of like fall to the wayside for me. Alright, I'm gonna give you guys some time to think about what I chose for the number 1 spot, alright? I'll give you 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Okay, if you haven't got it by now, guess what? It's Zone 4! I love Zone 4. I think it's the best area. Actually, no, it's not. But it's one of the best areas in the game. Maybe it's nostalgia. Zone 4 was the first area that I can vividly remember the release. And I remember I was super excited for Zone 4. I had to grind the zones a little bit. Like, it took a day. But then I unlocked it, and I was so happy. And the first tower I beat in Zone 4 was Tower of Pure Chroma. Because mediocre commentaries made a guide on it, and I said, oh by golly, I see mediocre commentaries made a guide on a tower. Let me try to beat it. And so my dumb little butt went over to Tower of Pure Chroma, and I beat it. Yeah, so that's good memories. And also, all the towers are just super good. Like Tower of Wicked Wedges, Tower of Aquatic Contemplation, Tower of Dance Dance Destruction, Tower of Funky Grooves. Like, they're all great towers, in my opinion. I know a lot of people will disagree with me. Just like everything else I say in this video, some people are gonna disagree, if not the majority will, but I'm bringing what I'm saying in this video to sound true to me and nobody else. So this is what I think, and in my book, Zone 4 is the best zone in the entire game. I said it, and I'm telling you. So yeah, whether you love me or you hate me after this video is up for you to decide. Either way, I want you to like the video and subscribe to my subscribe. Do it!
I shitted in my pants. I am for real. Never meant to make